Hi, my dear future leaders. Welcome to Future Leaders Academy, guys. Guys, today I'm going to announce an important thing that is every Sunday, guys, I'm going to discuss totally 10-year question paper of science, guys. In 10 year, guys, the Cbse, how many questions have been asked in a particular chapter? That I want to discuss, guys. Okay, I hope you feel very happy for that and you will understand the concepts and the manner of the question paper and how the questions will be asked in particular chapter you will understand. Because we are studying about the total 10 years, guys. Total 10-year question paper we are going to study. Clear? Even though it will includes the video will contains the MCQs, short answers, very short answer questions, and essay type questions. I mean 5 marks questions and even case based questions, CBQ questions. A CBQ in the sense CB based. Okay, it means case based questions. Is it clear? So, ಈ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎನಿ frustrations, any tension, any scare about the science exam. Okay, you must feel free to write the exam with the totally peace of mind. Okay, so I feel that these videos will help out you for your understanding the science. Okay, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ಗಾಯ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ so that they can also learn something from our academy, guys. Okay, so first of all, guys, not to waste the time, so let's begins with the session. So first question, that is electrolysis of water. Guys, these questions will be includes the diagrams. I will draw and show you the diagrams. Okay, and some tricky questions I have added. Okay, intentionally I have added. So first of all, electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction. The mass ratio of hydrogen and mass ratio of oxygen, that is of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated at the electrodes during the electrolysis of water. It means that, 1 minute guys, I'll change the color of the pen. Okay, electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water means I'll write H2O. This you are familiar with the first chapter, guys, electrolysis of water. So electrolysis of water, it can be considered as the electrolytic decomposition. Electrolytic decomposition, guys. Okay. Electrolysis, electrolytic decomposition. Photolysis, photolytic decomposition. Thermolysis, thermolytic decomposition. With the help of sunlight, with the help of the light, or with the help of electricity, with the help of what? Heat, guys. Okay. So now there are many types of chemical equations are there. When it comes about that, we will discuss about the questions related to that kind of equations or reactions. Okay. Now question is, so what is the mass ratio, guys? First of all, we should know the mass. First of all, we should know the mass. You know what? Hydrogen mass is 1, hydrogen mass is 2, hydrogen mass is 3. Okay. So there is the hydrogen mass 2 is called the deuterium, 3 is called tritium. Okay. Deuterium and tritium we should remember. Is it clear? Yes. So but we have to consider only hydrogen atomic number 1 and mass 1. Okay, so that is there are 2 hydrogen are there, that is 1 into 2, because mass of the hydrogen is 1 and 2 hydrogen are there, plus sorry, not a plus, not plus, just we have to go through the is to, I mean ratio is to oxygen is 1 only oxygen is there, so oxygen atomic number is 8, the mass is 16. Okay, so that I will write is 16. So 1 into 2, that is 2 is to 16. 2 ones are and 2 eights are. So that is 1 and 8. So 1 is to 8 will be the mass ratio of the water. Mass ratio of the water, that is answer is, that is C. Answer is C, that is 1 is to 8. Understand? Yes. And guys, now, so how it will happen with the diagram I will explain you. First of all, let's just you look at the answer, that is C will be the answer. Clear? Now, let me clear this. Yes guys, you all are familiar with the electrolysis of water, right? So this is the beaker. So that electrolysis setup has been done in your textbook. Yes, obviously in your textbook only, not in my labbing. I am doing it right now. Okay, now guys, here that electrodes are there. There are two electrodes. We don't know what is the name of those electrodes. Okay, and these electrodes are connected to the battery like this, the metals rod. Okay, and connection is carried out to the battery. Now battery connection has been done. Okay, this is what the battery. I mentioned this is negative and this is positive. Negative is called guys cathode. Negative is called cathode. Positive is called anode. Positive. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆನೋಡ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಧನಾತ್ಮಕ ಮತ್ತು ಋಣಾತ್ಮಕ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬೀಕರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಇದೆ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವಾಟರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಬೀಕರ್. Okay, water in the sense H2O. H2O is there. And if the electrode is connected to the positive, then this electrode acts as a anode. This electrode acts as a anode. And this is connected to the cathode, then act as a cathode only. Act as cathode. Understand? So we know that why we need to study about this one. Because guys, H has a plus, O has a minus. And we all are familiar with the positive and negative or same poles and or else like poles and unlike poles. Even though we will study in the magnetics, okay, or else magnetism. So that time we will study about the poles, say like poles and unlike poles. Here guys, same charges and unlike charges or like charges are there. So guys, here positive is the, if the anode rod is there, then positive will not attract each other. Like poles or like charges never attract each other. Unlike poles and unlike charges will always attract each other. You all are familiar with that. Okay, now guys. So what happens? This O will be deposited to the anode and H will be depositing to the cathode rod because opposite signs. So that time it will be taken up to the decomposition of the water. Water means electrolysis of water. So oxygen will deposit in the anode electrode and cathode electrode will be having the hydrogen, but the ratio is 1:8. Another thing guys, another thing, if you want a screenshot, you can take the screenshot. Another thing I want to discuss here, let me clear everything about this one. If they ask you atomic ratio of the water, that is H2O is the water. So how many H are there guys? 2:1. So 2:1 will be this one by atomic, by the mass is 1:8. Hope it is clear guys. Thank you. Next one. Next question is the value of A, B, C in the following balanced chemical equation. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು equation ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ what is the value of A, B, C? Already there is no D, have been given already 2. Okay. Guys, one thing I will tell you, you can go through the coefficient method. You can go through the coefficient method or else hitting. Hitting in the sense not hit and trial method guys, not your Cbse method. So our method, that is just to hit the, understand the chemical reactions by options is given here. You know what? And the last is 2. So one option is there. Last is 2. It means here not it is. Here it is. So one option is at the 2. We have to understand only A, B and C. Only A, B and C. Okay now. So C is, here it is 2 given. 2 is given and here it is 4. But one thing we have to understand guys. One thing. Here potassium is 2 guys. Potassium is 2. This side guys, it must be 2. Potassium at the B must be 2. Then where is at the center is 2? Here 4, not. Here 1 is there, no. And here 1 and 2 option will be remain. Guys, go on checking this one. PbNO3 twice plus 2 potassium iodide. It will give you, that is PbCl, Pb iodized means lead iodide plus 2 potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate. Can you check the balanced equation or not it is? Guys, there are 2 N are there. There are 2 N are there. There are 1 Pb is there. There are 1 Pb is there. And there are 6 oxygen are there. 2 into 3, there are 6 oxygen. and 2 potassium is there, then it is 2 potassium. There is 2 iodine and here also 2 iodine. Equation is balanced. No need to check this one. We have got the answer. 1, comma 2, comma 1 will be the A, B and C. Understood guys? By the option method. Option method can help out you. 50% also. If you are not writing the answer guys, if 50-50%, 50-50 is there, then you go ahead for the next question and come back for the next same question. Don't forget to write afterwards. If you have left the question, don't forget. Make sure that you should attempt the question. Understand there is no any negative marks. Is it clear? Your attempt should be very important there. Okay, it should be done. Is it clear? Might they get grace marks? If grace marks is given, your answer should be there. Something text should be there, question mark and something you have to return over there. Understand? Otherwise, grace marks will not be given. Is it clear? Next thing. Option is B, as you know. Okay. Then third question. Then the third question. The main observation while the performing the experiment of the burning magnesium ribbon in air are, guys, intentionally I have not given the observations. Okay, intentionally because I want to explain you. I want to explain you what happened. The option is answer is directly I can tell it both 1 and 2 as is given in the question paper. I know the question paper. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Okay. So how 1 and 2 will be the answer? Right? You all are familiar with the burning of magnesium ribbon guys. You know what? I am not a good artist. First of all, I'll tell you. This is a thumb and fingers. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. He is holding the top. Holding tongue. So at the tongue there is a magnesium ribbon is there. So magnesium ribbon is being burned with the help of candle. Candle flame is there here. Okay. And at the bottom we have the watch glass. We have the watch glass. So now after burning that powder will fall down here. Okay, this is burning with a very bright flame. Okay, bright flame. Question has been asked, guys. When magnesium ribbon is burned in the presence of oxygen, what happened? These are the observations of the question ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ observations ಆರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೇನು question ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲ like this. He may ask a question like this also. He may ask the question in the manner like, what are the observations will be observed in the while performing the magnesium ribbon is burnt in the presence of air, or what happened when the magnesium ribbon is burnt in the air? ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Listen guys, when magnesium ribbon is burnt in a air, in the process of air, so that will produces the what? Dazzling flame. Dazzling, no darling. Okay, dazzling flame. Dazzling flame. And even it will produces the white magnesium oxide powder. Powder. Magnesium oxide powder. White magnesium oxide powder. Okay. And it's a combination reaction. Combination reaction. Okay. Even though it's considered as oxidation. Oxidation of magnesium. Oxidation of magnesium. Enough na guys. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕಾ ಒಂದ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಸಾಕಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಾರ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಲೇಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೈಟ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. That's exactly the answer is, that is C will be the answer. So we will get as 1 and 2 observation. Is it clear guys? Yes. Next move to the next question. So the question is, the color of copper sulfate solution changes when an iron nail is dipped in it. This is because, guys, look at here. Fe plus CuSO4 copper sulfate will give you FeSO4 plus Cu. Tata bye bye. Not that. 1 minute. This is saying me tata bye bye. Yes, CuSO4. Now guys, Fe is dropped in a copper sulfate solution that is in blue color. blue color, and this will change into green color, green color, green color. Two solutions are there, guys. This is blue color. Okay, and iron nails are added. Iron nails are added in the this one, and this will changes into green color solution, and iron nail will be deposited with the copper on this one, copper. Understood? This is example for displacement displacement reaction reaction. Example for the displacement reaction here, because highly reactive element is replacing the least reactive element or a less reactive element, that is copper. Please stop calling me a careless zebra. Instead, try learning how copper sells gold and platinum. This is what, guys, mnemonic to remember. You all are familiar, guys. Okay. So here, that is not a thing that to discuss which color will change and all. He has asked a question that is, iron is more reactive than the copper. This is the correct answer. Correct answer is iron is more reactive than the copper. That is what the correct answer. Okay. So that is option A is the correct answer. Iron is not less than, and iron is not heavier than the copper, means heavier only, but this kind of a questions option will not be a right options, and lighter than the copper, even though this is a totally natural also wrong only. Okay, clear? So color also very important, guys, and this reactions also very important, and what is depositing on that? This is CO has been deposited. Understood? Next question. The chemical reaction in which heat is evolved is endothermic reaction, exothermic reaction, displacement, double displacement. Just now I have discussed about the displacement reaction. This involves in the replacement. It means that highly, highly reactive, highly reactive element replaces less reactive element. X. This is, guys, highly reactive element replaces the least reactive element. For example, a pylon. Okay, pylon can replace a common weak youngster because he has a high power. It means energy is ज़्यादा energy. It means energy is more. Okay, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, so that is what highly reactive and least reactive, right? That is the reaction. Okay, but here you note that kind of a things. And double displacement is exchange of exchange of ions takes place ions exchange ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನ ಎಂಡೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಂಡೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ ಗೈಸ್, ಎಂಡೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ exothermic, just look at here. We have kind of a reaction. You know what, something heat is released or evolved, or heat is absorbed. If heat is getting inside, it is endothermic. Heat is endothermic if you are getting it inside for the reactions. So that is what the endothermic reaction. Endo in the sense inside. Exo in the sense outside. Exo you can remember excretion by biology. Excretion you can remember. So answer is heat evolved in the center. In the sensor, heat is released or evolved. That is exothermic reaction. This is wrong. Understood? Understood, guys? Yes. ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ ಶಕ್ತಿ? ಉಷ್ಣ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ? ಉಷ್ಣ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ. ಬಿಡುಗಡ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ option answer is B. That is, so the next question is the chemical reaction between the washing soda and hydrochloric acid. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡೀಪ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇದು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ಸೋಡಾ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Na2CO3 ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಎಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರ್ತದೆ NaHCO3 ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ಗೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಗೈಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಿಸನ್. ಸೊ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೈಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್, the when metal carbonate or metal bicarbonate reacts with either with the acid, those will forms the salt plus what carbon dioxide, CO2 and water. CO2 and water. Carbon dioxide ಮತ್ತೆ water release ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. I think water is not visible to you all. Okay, just I'll write little smaller. Salt plus CO2 plus H2O. Right? This is what the formula. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. Acid plus base gives you salt and water. Salt and water. H2O ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ? ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಹೇಳ್ತಾ? ಎಸ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶಾಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ. ಎಸ್. Yeah. Listen guys, when metals react with acid, these will give you metal salt plus H2 gas ಅನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಇದು ಕೂಡ metals act like a base, metal carbonate act like a base, metal bicarbonate act like a base, okay, and bases act like a base only. But CO, carbon monoxide is the what? Non-metal oxide act as acid. Teleta? So this is what the thing we have to understand. Okay, clear? Then, so the answer will be that is D, neutralizing reaction. Next question. When an aqueous solution of a barium chloride and a sodium sulfate react together, an insoluble substance along with the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride is formed. This reaction is an example of ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಗೈಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ barium chloride BaCl2 is reacting with Na2SO4 means sodium sulfate. It will give you NaSO4 plus sorry one ನಿಮಿಷ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. It will give you NaCl 2 NaCl plus BaSO4. Equation balance ಆಗಿದೆ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಔಟ್, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, 2 NaCl. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹೌದಾ? ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇದು ಆಯ್ತು, ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು. BA ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಕಾಪರ್ BaCl Cl ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಬಂತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಬಂತು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ happen between two compounds, not with one compound and one element. If it is happening with the one element with the compound, that is displacement reaction. Okay, double displacement reaction happens with the, or it takes place with the, in the presence of two compounds. Okay, any kind of two compounds it can be done. Okay, so that is answer will be that C, that is double displacement reaction. Answer will be a C, that is double displacement reaction. Okay, clear ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ions takes place and it takes place in the presence of two compounds. Okay, any two compound, this also a compound and this also a compound. Compounds in the sense having two or more elements combined together ಅಂತ. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್, ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಎಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 8th question is XMnO2 YHCl, it gives you MnCl2 plus ZH2O. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ in order to balance the above chemical equation, the value of X and Y are respectively Y and Z respectively are. ಅಂದ್ರೆ XYZ ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಚಲಿತಾ ನೋಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಗೈಸ್. ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. Just answer is that is B 142. How to understand guys? You have to apply the coefficient method, then you will definitely understand this one. Here guys, if I apply MnO2, okay, MnO2 plus 4HCl. Why 4HCl? We have to understand Cl2 2 plus 4. So we have to make the Cl as a 4. We cannot write HCl4 because valence of the H is not 4. So we have to keep 4. If we keep 4 enough, then we have to write it Cl2 Cl2, then it's okay. Then to make hydrogen also 4, 2H2. That is 1, 4, 2 will be the answer of X, Y and Z. Clear guys? Is it clear? ತಿಳಿತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. Yes, and upcoming to next question. In the following cases, the combination reaction occurs in. ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ರಿಡಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ZNO ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಇದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್, ಇದು ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ನಡೆಸಿರ್ತಾವ. ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೂ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ NaO2 ಅಂತಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ CH4O2. CH4O2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀಥೇನ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವುದು? Na plus O2. Okay, Na plus O2 ಆಗ್ತದ. Only 3 will be the answer, right? So the answer is only 3, that is A is the correct answer. Next question. And the last question guys. Today I have taken only 10 questions, not to burden you guys. Okay, C6H12O6 plus CO2, sorry, 6O2, and it will give you 6CO2 plus 6H2O are the above reaction is or an. Yada udaharane agide question kelidare. Whether displacement reaction, endothermic reaction, exothermic reaction, neutralizing reaction anta. Nan ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it should be like C6H12O6 plus 6O2 will give you 6CO2 CO2 plus 6H2O. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾನು ಡೌನ್ ಸ್ಲೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. So can you feel that by guys? C6H12O6 is glucose. When it reacts with the oxygen in the presence of oxygen, it will be forming like a 6CO2 means carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. It all will be releasing. What is the example guys? Respiration guys. Respiration. Example for it is a respiration equation. It is in our body it will take place. Okay, so the respiration is example for ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಕ್ವಶ್ಚನ್. ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ exothermic reaction guys. Exothermic ಅಂದ್ರೆ release of heat in our body. Heat will be released in the body, that is called exothermic reaction. Any reaction if the heat is releasing, that is called exothermic reaction. So the option answer is exothermic reaction, that is C will be the correct answer. I hope guys you have enjoyed the video, and I think you have learned something important things of previous year questions. How much the deeper question they are asked. Okay, I feel these questions are very familiar with questions, familiar with you all if you have studied. Okay, you have to study guys, and even Cbse will not do any discrimination to any kind of a student, any single student. Its mindset is all students should read entire textbook. Is it clear? So that is the thing. They will create a set 1, set 2, set 3 question papers. Okay, so you have enjoyed, subscribe the channel, like the channel, and share the videos to your colleagues. Okay, and comment any questions if you have doubt in the comment section. Okay guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye.